See, do you know how long it will take me to put this fucking shit on YouTube?
Well, last
Longer
time
than
it took
I,
them until like 4 a.m.
yeah, longer than I want to spend on it at least.
Wait a minute. 4 a.m.
Well, it was like 4 a.m. for my time, but it pretty much took them all night almost.
BTB.
I don't know. God, is he gonna do all these questions?
Yeah, he asked a lot of questions.
Kind of shit.
Well, at least he asked questions. And at least he asked, like, decent questions.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
I guess complaining about how long it's gonna take him to put this up counts as a question, but alright.
Yeah,
Alright, let's see for more questions.
also Mr. Big on there.
Yeah, oh yeah. What's the deal with airline food?
I get really hungry in aeroplanes. I just eat everybody's food. I just ask if they got any more spare, and I'll eat it all. I've eaten 4 or 5 meals in just one sitting.
Peter, airline food.
Their plan of attack against
We're
terror.
cheap bastards, and that's pretty much all we can afford.
Okay, you think airline people are bastards. Good. Matt?
It's cheap, and I don't know why it's cheap, because plane tickets are kind of expensive.
BTB.
Expensive, what the fuck?
Their plan of attack against terrorists. Give them food poisoning and they can't do anything.
Nice one. Rocco Lee?
Well, I went on an airplane once, and I didn't really enjoy the food. It was pretty bad, actually.
Airline food, I don't get much of it. I've usually just gotten like peanuts or something. Not much.
Yeah, the peanuts always tend to be like really stale.
Yeah.
We get nice cooked meals on BA though. Pretty good. Cause I've been on Concorde when it was running. I've been on Concorde and they give really nice big cooked meals. Pretty tasty for what they are, especially when on a plane and you're 7,000 feet up. Pretty nice for what they are, and you get beer as well. And I'm not sure about the validity of this, but apparently one beer or whiskey in the air is worth 8 on the ground. So it'd be very cheap and very easy to get drunk in the air. I want to try that.
Go for it.
It's nothing
I'll let you
special.
know. I'm ready. I'm going on a plane soon, so I'll let you guys know if I get wine or not.
You've gotten drunk on the plane, BTB?
Not really. I've had a couple drinks. I didn't get drunk. The airline attendants sort of start to notice when you're getting crashed and cut you off.
You know the weird thing is, because you know the drinking age here in England is 18, and the drinking age in America is 21. If you fly over to America and you're my age, or anything under 21, but over 18, so you legally can buy drink in England, you can't take it to America because it's illegal. So you have to drink it all, either on the flight, if you take it on the plane with you, which is stupid, or at the station before you leave, at the airport before you leave, which is kind of funny.
It's kind of dependent on them knowing how old you are. I mean, last time I ordered drinks on a plane, I was was it 19 or 20? So I really don't think they pay a whole lot of attention or care. If you're paying them, they really don't give a damn.
So it depends on the airline, doesn't it? Because I know American Airlines serve alcohol to under 21s, but BA will serve alcohol to over 18s. So I suppose it depends on the airline.
Plus, I think the rules are different in the air too. I'm not sure how that works, but
Yeah. No, I'll come to America in New Year at some point, so I'll let you know when that happens. I'll put a topic on Giada or something.
cheers. Where are you going?
I'm going to Florida, Missouri, and Michigan, and maybe somewhere else as well.
Are you taking a
I'm going to
round?
rent a Mustang.
There's a lot of English people in Florida. Like, I went to Florida in the summer, and I noticed that there's a lot of English people. Like, more than like in New Jersey.
Yeah, I suppose they go for Disneyland, don't they? Because there's one in Florida, isn't there?
Yeah.
Probably go there for that, because we've got one in Paris, but it's crap. And it's only like an hour and a half away. There's no point going there. Well, I might go to America and go the whole hog. Plus, I've got a few mates in America that I want to go and see as well, so I'm just going to rent a nice car and just drive everywhere.
Nice. Alright, let's move. Wait, one question for me. What do you guys
Okay.
think of my offensive polls?
I like them actually. They're really good.
They're not bad.
BTV?
Hold on, let me read one. In the food is
Have you ever even posted in one before, BTV?
a poll?
One
Or-
of his offensive polls.
No, I haven't actually gotten into any of them. He's only up to 5.
Well, yeah, I guess. They're
I s-
pretty new.
Yeah.
I started them this week.
No, I like them actually. Did you do one a day?
Yeah, one a day.
Yeah, no, they're pretty good. I quite like them. They're pretty diverse. It's not what you'd expect.
Yeah.
You do touch
Bear
yourself.
in mind, I've heard that you can get away with a little more offensivism on private calls than you can on normals. So don't be afraid to go a little bit further, because I really do like them actually.
Thank you. BTB, have you read one?
Yeah, okay, yeah, I can go for these. I can dig this.
Matt?
I like them. They're awesome. Like, I enjoy reading them and other people's responses.
Peter?
I never actually read them, but probably will from now on.
See, there you go. You've recruited 2 more readers. You happy?
Good.
Good job.
Thank you. Well, I'm just trying to come up with something original for, well, not really. It's not original, but, you know, something decent for G-Utter. Yeah.
I got a good
Yeah.
one.
I
You know
honestly,
this new session?
What were you going to say, BTB?
I was gonna say, I honestly wasn't expecting my word of the day topic to stick around for as long as it kind of.
Anyways, let's move on to the news and discussion. Alright. The Rickroll at the Macy's Day Parade. Any thoughts? Broccoli?
Never heard of it.
No, the Rickroll.
Yeah, I know. I didn't hear about this before.
Alright, I'll tell you what happened.
Alright. Sounds good.
You know at the Macy's Day Parade on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I know what that is, yeah.
Well, on one of the floats of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friend, they were singing a song, and then in the middle of the song... Yeah, that.
Okay, yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
the song before.
Yeah, and what happened was Rick Ashley himself came out and said, well, he lip-synced the song.
Who the hell is Rick Ashley?
The guy that sings, I'm never gonna give
I
you...
pronounced his name wrong.
Wow.
Rick Astley?
Ashley, whatever.
No English guy in here. Who's gonna yell at you for that?
Rick Astley, man, come on, spell his name right. He's from England.
Ash... Okay.
No.
Ash...
Rick rolling the podcast.
That'll do.
Alright,
Enough.
what do you guys think of that? Of him Rick-rolling the people in the parade?
It's quite funny actually. I only read the article you posted on that topic, but it seems quite funny.
One thing that I really noticed more than anything was the response on 4chan to the whole Rickrolling, because a lot of them or they're pissed because they're all, Rickrolling is dead to us now, this meme has gone mainstream, and I really don't care one way or another, but I think it's more interesting because to me it's a sign that internet culture really can have a greater effect on popular culture than anybody really thought.
Yeah.
It's true, yeah. I mean, he won the MTV Awards, didn't he? And nobody thought he'd win that, and then suddenly he announced it apparently. He just got loads. And
Yeah,
didn't go to pick it up because he thought it was a joke, didn't he?
This whole
Yeah,
research,
it's true.
BTB, go on.
I was going to say this whole resurgence of his career just because of the whole Rickroll, it's to me a really good sign that I don't know, sign of the time.
Yeah.
Do you think this will kill Rick Roll or just make it bigger?
probably make a bigger